is Entertainment Weekly's coverage of Comic-Con 2017. I'm Kyle Anderson, now joined by the cast of Arrow. Hi, guys.
What's up, man?
What's up? First of all, I want to say, before we get into any actual questions, congratulations on an amazing season of television that saw your 100th episode and really the sort of close to one chapter, the opening of another. Is anyone here alive? Do we know?
I'm definitely not alive.
I feel like we're just.
Let's all look at Wendy.
Wendy.
At the
Wendy's
moment,
here. Wendy's here to stare daggers at me, being like, "All right, come on now."
all things being equal, I think at the moment we're just basking in the glow of nailing it.
Right? 100%. You stuck that landing, didn't you?
Very well done.
Thank you.
What Steven said.
But Steven, where, like, do you have a sense, just for yourself, where we're gonna find Oliver in season 6 following this?
We do
incredible
the
journey?
same thing that we've done every year, which is that we stick with the time. So we pick up 5 months after the season 5 finale. We have flashbacks in the first episode to the aftermath of the explosion, and I can't say anything else.
Wow, that's above the
Because I'm
max.
right here.
For fear of
Yeah.
death.
I mean, I can't.
You're winking in Morse code at me. And
That's right.
I unfortunately don't understand
This
that.
means a lot.
Emily, I want to ask you. We saw a little bit of darkness sneak into Felicity during season 5. Are we going to see a little more of that moving forward? Would you like to explore that a little bit more?
I really liked the Helix storyline that Felicity got to explore last year. It kind of took her in this like weird train. I got to work with a good friend of mine, Casey Roll, who was amazing. I like that side of Felicity. I don't know if Felicity likes that side of Felicity, I'll be honest. She was very almost uncomfortable in this sort of downward spiral that she could have, driven on for a very, very long time. But also, it just goes to Wendy again because I'm not actually sure if she goes down and doing that like that. I want to be able to answer this question.
Stonewall you one more time.
Wait, let me just ask you directly. Because we, this season, saw the end of, a sort of definitive end of a story of a segment in Oliver's life. Is there something of a reset? Like, is it going to be a different show moving forward, or do you feel like that you've now freed yourself up to do more now that you've told this one story?
I think it's the second one. It's the same show. It's still Arrow. But we have a little bit more real estate to play with. We don't have the same flashbacks that we were doing before. We're going to wrap up all of our stories. At the end of season 5, everything kind of came full circle. But we'll be able to tell different stories and from different characters' points of view. It'll be fun. It's going to be a little. We're not really calling it a reboot, but it will feel different in some ways, and it will still very much be the same Arrow that fans have come to know and love.
Phew.
It's a relief for everybody standing here, right? Well, instead of trying to extract things about season 6, let's talk about season 5. The 100th episode that you guys had was maybe my favorite hour of television in the past year. It was just so incredible.
Thanks, man. That's really nice.
It was great, and it came right in the middle of the crossover. It's just this perfect little thing. Tell me, like, Steven, when you got the script for that episode, and there's so much of Oliver's past in it, and all these elements coming together. What was your reaction when you actually read through that for the first time?
That script was like Christmas morning. It really was. Like I remember my first day shooting it. I didn't think that I would feel the significance of the 100th episode. My first scene in that episode was you and I happening upon Deathstroke. Like, I don't think this is real. Something's wrong. And James Bamford was directing it, and he had been with us since the jump. But doing that episode, that was really something. And my scenes with you, saying goodbye to you, we came the closest that we've ever come to calling a day on account of weather. The big fight scene, it was pouring rain and it was so windy that it was going to tear down the lighting towers. That whole thing, that whole experience, that whole 100th episode party, and then of course we get to do the 100th actual episode, and then the party. I mean, it's really something, man. Like, it's obviously this is not like supernatural territory or anything like that, but 100 episodes of a television show is a grand accomplishment. Juliana, you weren't on it, so if you could just comment.
I'm just imagining how that must feel.
Hopefully 100 more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's like, that does sound nice.
That
yeah.
sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
I
You
love
might
it.
have, might have texted or something.
Yeah.
Did all you guys kind of have a similar experience with that episode, just because it was so sort of, grounded in the history that you guys have with one another?
It was surreal for me because, coming on the show so early on to reach the 100, and my character I didn't know I was going to be in the 100th episode. I was like, it might not happen. So, and then when I read the script and I saw that Wild Dog gets to converse with Supergirl and Flash,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is going to be fun. And for the energies to just mesh and not, connect so well, I was excited. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Rick, I want to know from you, are we going to get more of the Renee Quentin dynamic in the next season? I would love to see more of that relationship.
Renee's dead.
Oh no! No! Are you just finding out
That's
now?
the one
Yeah,
spoiler
go ahead,
we
Wendy,
can
just
get.
let it out.
Good answer.
Poor guy.
It's like, keep
I'm just here to promote season 5.
Yeah. Pick it up on DVD, right?
It's coming out soon, guys.
VHS too. Don't forget that VHS.
Yes. Later.
9 tapes.
12 VHSs.
I
Yeah.
think there's laser
Collector's
disc
item.
too.
You can listen to it in your Walkman. We just have all the sound.
It's a podcast now. You guys are just
Yeah,
doing
it's a podcast.
Yeah.
a very
Audiobook.
expensive
Season
podcast.
Season 5 audiobook.
That'll be
$199.
epic. Just the audio.
I would probably listen. Not gonna lie to you. Wendy, has there been conversation yet about the coming season's crossover?
There have been.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I can tell you, basically it's going to be very much rooted in the DCU. It's going to be an epic story that I think fans will be really excited about, particularly comic book fans, and that's all I can tell you. It's going to be
That's a
awesome.
good tease.
I mean, she just gave you the whole episode.
Yeah.
Whole
To the
thing.
internet!
Go to the interwebs.
And Juliana, how does it feel to be back in the bosom of Arrow?
It feels amazing. Wow, what a beautiful. Feels more than comforting.
Yeah.
The bosom should.
Arrow's a
Yeah, no,
very
like-
musty show.
Very
Very
milky
musty
show.
Trying to milk this moment.
Juliana is one of the great sucklers.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
I do what I can.
Weird spoiler. I don't understand.
Yeah, just wait.
Juliana's bosom is very supple.
Yes.
Thanks, Noah.
Good to know that's confirmed.
Facts. Yeah, that's my answer. That's a good one.
Great. Exactly the answer I was looking for. Fantastic.
Not
necessarily
correct.
Well, Arrow will be back October 12th on the CW. How have you started season 6 yet, or how?
Yeah,
deep
we're
are you?
halfway. We're halfway through the second episode.
Okay. And it feels pretty good.
Maybe to some of
No,
us
it feels
who
good.
were there.
Yeah.
To those of us who were there.
who
doing it,
knows?
Some people might
sure
feel
it feels
good about
really
some
nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Others might be sad.
Yeah. Others not so good.
Pretty good, man. No, we hit the ground running, big time.
Excellent.
Yeah, really
All right.
good.
We look forward to the return of Arrow October 12th on the CW. Thanks again to the cast of Arrow and to Wendy. And you cover, you'll stay here for more great Comic-Con coverage on Entertainment Weekly.